we have to work with their own responsibilities. But towards the end, the crowd really got involved.
Yes. The crowd has built up, and I guess it's because Guyana was playing at this time too, so it all goes well for hockey and Guyana.
Do you think come Friday, come Saturday, you might see the biggest crowd?
Well, I think so too. Today the crowd would have been a little bigger because it's a national holiday here in Guyana. So you will have gotten a few more persons coming out. And definitely towards the weekend, you will definitely be having a few more persons coming in.
Well, national holiday, but they had a lot of Diwali activities.
Yes.
Right, so Barbados, and they're all blue. And,
yes. Against Guyana.
Guyana in all white.
This is another interesting matchup. So the Guyanese girls and the Barbadian girls, I think they're both, they haven't won a game yet in the tournament. So this is a must-win for somebody. Yeah. So this would be an excellent game.
As they say in the very old days, playing for the wooden spoon.
Definitely.
Yeah, so still no Coach Fernand.
Yes.
Where there's life, there's hope.
Yeah.
But I would think that this is the biggest crowd we've had.
Yes, it is. It is definitely the biggest crowd we've had.
And I'm very pleased we've got the cooperation of so many coaches, so many officials.
Definitely.
But this is another show just to hear the voices of Guyanese.
Yes, definitely. And with the crowds coming out too, hopefully this will be an injection into hockey locally with getting more players or more new players coming, because there'll be some persons coming to see the game for the very first time. So it will showcase Guyana and bring about more persons coming into the game.
What's the average age of the Guyana men's team? The average age of the Guyana men's team, Dexter?
The average age of the Guyana men's team is about 25. They have some pretty young guys. The guy Chester, he's just out of school, so I think he's about 17, 18. The little short guy that was playing at the Guyana
team. And he goes to which school?
He used to go to St. Stanislaus. Yeah. So it's a new crop of players, because some of the older players would have just came off of the international circuit. So this is a new team they're basically building, so to speak. I saw the Mexican team seems to be a pretty young team as well too.
Well, years ago, the Mexico field hockey team was a reasonable standard.
Yes, I think that they still play a reasonable field hockey, but indoor is basically new to them. Like the Barbadians too, they hardly play that amount of indoor hockey. But Guyana, Trinidad, the Canadians, the Argentines, they do play a lot of international hockey. So
when you are from a country like Mexico, which is dominated by football,
yeah,
and there are other very major sports, I suppose hockey might be at the bottom of the ladder.
Yes, definitely. But they still compete at the Pan American level, and field hockey, they're pretty good there. They're highly ranked there.
Well, still no sign of Mexican officials, still no sign of the Guyana coach.
Yeah.
We probably could hold on another 2 minutes, because we have people from all over the world. How will you enjoy the experience of doing ball commentary?
Well, it's pretty new. It's pretty exciting. You know, I think I'm surprising myself with the level of my commentary, but it's pretty good. You know, generally I'm enjoying the level of international hockey. You know, because we haven't had this kind of hockey here in Guyana for a long while. In fact, this is the first time we've had international indoor hockey at this level. We had field hockey at this level already, but this is the first time for indoor. And it's pretty exciting with the revolutionizing of the game now. you have a lot of little new tricks and and things that are coming into the game, and it's making the game pretty much more exciting. You're getting more goals, and the crowd is getting more into the game.
Well, don't be surprised if in the coming weeks the media comes to you asking you for a comment, and maybe you could do radio reports for
Well,
the radio station
yes,
and television.
definitely. Well, it's all part of the learning curve, so I don't mind, learning something new or being part of something new.
Yeah, you did very well, and I pulled you in at the deep end
Thank you very much.
without any prior knowledge.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll take a break.
Yeah.
As soon as we have an interview lined up, we'll come back. In the meantime, Guyana and Barbados are warming up here at the Cliff Anderson Auditorium. Good evening, good morning to you, good day to you wherever you are. We've got some friends in North America. Want to say hello to Brian Sadler, who might be listening, to Camille Willock, who might be listening, to Ann Casimiro, who might be listening, and a whole host of people. Until we come back, please stay with us.
true to that, true to that. Oh, na na na, when I wind on my waist, I ain't new to that, new to that. No, so all of my ladies in the club tonight, get looser than Lucy if you're feeling the vibes. And grab your drinks with your cup on nice and put it up in the air and make a cheers to life. It don't matter where you come from, girl, shake your bam bam. Holla, holla, oh na na na. Say to London, rap where you come from. Holla, holla, oh na na na. All of my ladies in the club tonight, get looser than Lucy if you're feeling the vibes. And I'll be the queen of the crap and I'm true to that, true to that. Watch my wine and rock it and drop it down low. And I make a bacchanal cause how we run the road. Liquor in my brain and I feel to explode. YouTube and give me some more. Wine and rock it and drop it down low. And I make a bacchanal cause how we run the road. Liquor in my brain and I feel to explode. We a bacchanal, give them some more. Give me some more.
Closer to me, closer to me, closer to me, closer to me, closer to me.
Okay, you've seen the boys, and now the ladies are here to show their stuff. It's Guyana versus Barbados. For Guyana, number 1, Alicia Chavir. Number 2, Gabriela Chavir. Number 3, Leticia Chung. Number 4, Menzodi Culpepper. Number 5, Marzena Fitcow. Number 6, Kiranza Finance. Number 7, Trisha Woodruff. Number 9, Lee Sanderson. Number 11, Marisha Finance. Number 15, Nicole Eastman. Number 16, Chantal Finance. And for Barbados, number 1, Anaya Allen. Number 3, Tiffany Brown. Number 4, Takesha Cambridge. Number 8, Tamisha Small. Number 11, Katrina Downs. Number 12, Jamila Edwards. Number 15, Cher King. Number 16, Crystal Mayers. Number 18, Camille Pounder. Number 19, Alana Wilson. Number 20, Jada Prescott. And number 30, Sheena Nichols. And your umpires are Melina Illanes of Argentina and Ashley Han of USA. Please stand for the national anthem of Guyana. And now the anthem of Barbados. Starting lineup for Guyana: Alisa Shafir, Gabriela Shafir, Karenza Finance, Trisha Woodruff, Lee Sanderson, and Marisha Finance. For Barbados: Tamisha Small, Jamila Edwards, Crystal Mayers, Camille Pounder, and Ayana Wilson.
Welcome back to the National Sports Hall. We're about to witness the game between Guyana and Barbados. Here with me is Tiffany. Tiffany, what's your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, first of all, I must say good evening to the viewers, and thanks for having me, Dexter. I think it's going to be a good matchup. Both teams have played some tough matches. They're both without wins as yet, so I think this is a crucial game for them. And I think both sides will be playing hard and looking to, of course, get their first win.
Yes, definitely. And Guyana, being that they're playing at home and they have the crowd support, I think, and following after the men's victory just now, a 12-0 victory over Mexico, they should be coming out a confident bunch and to give the crowd something to continue to cheer about.
Oh yes, definitely. I think if they come off of the adrenaline that the boys match produce, you know, the crowd is already hyped up. And so hopefully that works in our favor, and maybe they'll come out on top.
Definitely. And we would like to see the starters coming out pretty aggressive and putting Barbados under some early pressure.
Yeah.
Probably a goal or two early in the game will settle the nerves of the Guyanese girls and get them all going and think.
Definitely. I think those first few minutes of each game is very crucial. You know, you're trying to settle into the game, as you said, settling the nerves, and just trying to get into the game.
Definitely. The Guyana has possession deep in their own half. This is Woodruff to Finance to Xavier. Guyana controlling deep in the Barbadian territory.
And now they have a long corner after an attempted goal.
Yeah. This is Woodruff again to Finance.
Finance drilling it into the player. As you know, you're not allowed to do that, so call against Guyana. And now Barbados on the ball.
Yeah. And I think one of the advantages that the Guyanese girls might have in this match is that the Barbadians might be a bit short on indoor experience. I know quite a lot of these Guyanese girls would have been playing a lot of international indoor hockey.
Right.
So I think this should go well for them.
Yes, and Barbados is a good hockey playing nation, but I think most of the focus is usually on the outdoor, as you said. So
Yeah.
they won't have as much indoor experience.
Yes.
We of course have a lot of local indoor tournaments, and our major one, the Diamond Mineral, which sees teams from overseas coming down to compete.
Yeah.
So we may have a bit of an edge,
Yes.
but I know the Barbados will definitely put up a fight.
Yes. And this is Chauvier trying to make some inroads into the Barbadian defense. She's in the circle, has a shot at goal. Shot went just wide. Now this is Barbados counter-attacking.
Barbados doing well to evade the Guyanese defense, and they're awarded a short corner.
And they've earned themselves a penalty corner.
So it's the first corner of the game.
Yeah. And the penalty corners, as we know, it's a set play that most teams try to capitalize on to score. So we'll see if the Barbadians have a very good set play and see if they can capitalize on it. They have a stick stopper and 2 other flickers.
Well, I think they were going for the deflection option there,
Yeah.
but Chauvier in goal was able to read it,
Yeah.
and they were denied the opportunity. But
Yeah.
they still have the long corner.
They've earned themselves a long corner. Yes. And I think they're not doing too bad. Just under 5 minutes into the game. And at least they're still holding their own. It's 0-0. Guyana has possession deep in their own half.
Nice ball there by Woodruff, the captain, but bobbled. So it's Barbados possession once again.
Yeah.
Barbados using the middle nicely, but dispossessed. And now Chauvier drives down the right side. Can she get it in? Sanderson with
as a shot and goal. Guyana has earned themselves the first penalty corner. Excellent shot by Sanderson. Good save by the Barbadian goalkeeper. We were commenting earlier in the men's matches of the quality of goalkeeping. What is your take on the quality of goalkeeping on the female side?
Oh, I think the women are just as good. You know, of course, the game is not as fast, but the goalkeepers are very athletic, and we've been seeing quite a bit of that.
And an excellent goal. An excellent goal by Guyana. Beautiful goal by Chauvier.
Yes,
Just under 5 minutes, Guyana leads 1-0.
that was an excellent set play. Back to Chauvier, up into the top bar of the net.
Guyana needs to capitalize on this now and keep the momentum going and drive the advantage now home into the Barbadian.
So the captain Woodruff will start to play. Nice pass up to Eastman. I think that was supposed to be a dummy, but nobody was there to collect it.
Yeah. And what I noticed with the Guyana setup is that you have some new players coming into the setup, which all goes well for Guyana's hockey, where you're having a few more players being introduced to the game at this international level.
Yes.
And I guess they're holding their own. It seems as though they're holding their own pretty well, because even though Guyana would have lost a couple of matches on the female side, I don't think they can, look at it as, they were badly beaten. They competed in all the matches, even though they had lost.
Definitely. We have a new group of girls, some veterans, some newcomers, some young talent. And I think that they've definitely showed that they can hold their own. They haven't won any games as yet, but the score margins have not been very high, and they've been playing their hearts out.
Exactly.
So kudos to them, and they can only learn from every match that they play.
Definitely.
So a hard tackle there by Fitco, and Barbados in possession.
Yeah, Barbados coming away with it. Guyana will be bringing it out from the back, from Finance to Woodruff, back to Finance. Trying to find Culpeper, Finance again. Pass to Fitco. Fitco finds
nice
Eastman.
ball.
Excellent ball movement by the Guyanese girls.
Yes, they were able to move the ball around quite nicely. But the Bajan keeper, of course, right where she should be and denying that goal attempt. They've now moved into a 3-back system. They're trying to find the spaces. Intercepted by Barbados.
This is Barbados having possession deep in the Guyana D, surrounded by 4 Guyanese players. Excellent work by the Guyanese girls. Were able to foil that attack. And this is Fitco to Woodruff, the captain. Woodruff goes deep, tries to find Culpeper. Eastman intercepts, tries to have a shot. Is deflected out by the Barbadian. What are your take on the quality of goalkeeping by the Guyanese goalkeeper?
Oh, well, the Guyanese goalkeeper, of course, is Elisa Chavert, who has been the national goalkeeper for quite a number of years now, and has gained a lot of experience playing away for her school. And she's probably one of the most athletic keepers there out there, and she was actually the only Guyanese player to make it to the Pan Am Elite list of players when we attended the Pan Am Cup in Argentina. So it goes to show that she really has the talent and is exceptional.
Here we have Guyana having not a penalty corner. This is Woodruff with a shot, hitting the post. It's a stroke.
Yes, I think
a stroke has been awarded. The umpire is claiming that the ball would have struck a defender. So Guyana has a stroke. Will be taken by the captain Woodruff. And here it is. They have an opportunity to go 2-0 up. Well saved by the Barbadian goalkeeper.
yes, the goalkeeper Anaya Allen did well to save that one. So the score remains 1-0 with 11 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah.
What do you think about the crowd here tonight, Dexter?
Well, I think it's an excellent crowd tonight. That's what I was telling Mr. Pereira earlier. And he was asking if the crowds will improve, come more to the weekend. And I'm telling him yes, probably because both Guyanese teams, male and females, were playing at this time.
Yes.
And because of the fact that it's a national holiday,
Correct.
the crowd has really come down. And I'm saying that you have a lot of first-timers here in the crowd as well who are seeing hockey for the first time. So this all goes well for hockey, for Guyana, because definitely you will get a few more new players coming in after this tournament with a finish.
Definitely. And the crowd is made up nicely of supporters, parents, friends, and of course we have some overseas contingent that would have come down with their teams as well.
Yeah.
So we have a nice mix here tonight.
Yeah.
And the crowd is actually pretty electrifying.
Definitely. We just hope that the Guyanese girls could put some more electricity into the crowd by scoring a few more goals before the half comes to an end.
So that's Chung with the pass to Finance. A nice ball off the band to Eastman. The girls working the ball nicely around. And a lovely pass inside to Finance, but It's bobbled and it will be Barbados possession. Barbados still on the ball. Playing it back to the deeper right back. And here comes Fernandes down the right man. Unfortunately, goes off of the sideboards. So Guyana with a counter. Looking for the play inside, but intercepted by Barbados. And lovely work there by Fitco.
The Guyanese girls seems to be a bit more quicker to the ball than the Barbadian girls.
Yeah, both teams moving well, but Guyana just has a little bit of an edge. Seems to be finding their players a bit better and have the advantage right now. Oh, a mistake there, but Chavert comes out, but Barbados is awarded the short corner.
Yes, Barbados getting the second penalty corner of the night, second penalty corner of the game. And they're taking it from the left side of the Guyana goal, which is not the usual side that most teams would normally take the penalty corners from.
Correct.
But each team has their own strategy in how they attack the penalty corners.
Nice save there by Chavert. So Guyana possession once again. Barbados trying to apply some pressure. They're playing quite high, trying to press the Guyanese defense. But Guyana doing well to evade them. Fernandes on the ball, back to Fernandes. Looking for the pass. Still picked up by Guyana. And she's driving down the right band. And Guyana's awarded a penalty corner.
Penalty corner. Interesting bit of ball movement by Guyana there. The ball went deep into the Barbadian defense and then went all the way back to the Guyana defense and then went around the other side. Yes. Excellent ball movement, excellent tactics. And then Guyana was able to gain themselves a penalty corner. So let's see the result of this penalty corner. Goal again by Chavert. Excellent goal.
And Chavert being in the right spot at the right time.
Definitely.
They initially used a pass-off option, which was taken by Fernandes. Didn't quite get the power in it, but Chavert was there to put it in.
Yeah, she was alert to the rebound and she was quick to pounce in it. And the score now 2-0 for Guyana with just over 6 minutes remaining in this half. And I still think that the Guyanese girls are a bit quicker, and hopefully as the game goes deeper into the second half, with the agility of the Guyanese girls and with their physical fitness, I think that should play well in their favor, and we should see a few more goals being scored.
Yes. But we all know how a hockey game goes. So right now they have the momentum. They're up 2-0. But no doubt Barbados will do their best to stay in the game. So after this match, we have the final match of the evening, which will be between Argentina and Canada male.
Yeah.
So that will be the last match on our fixture for this evening. And of course, tomorrow we start again. And we will get the starting game and times for you, the viewers, so that you could stay with us for continued streaming of the Indoor Pan Am Cups from down here in Georgetown, Guyana.
Yes. This is Barbados pressing the Guyanese high up in their defense. Coming away with the ball is Finance to Fitco. And there's an infringement against Fitco just at the top of the Barbados D. Quickly taken by Finance to Woodroof to Sanderson. Back up to Woodroof. Guyana continues to move the ball around, maintain the possession.
A nice long ball there, but no one there to connect. So once again, Barbados in possession. Guyana is pressing quite high.
Sanderson trying to apply some pressure. This could be a goal. And it is a goal. I think there was excellent pressure being applied by Sanderson to the Barbadian defense that caused the fumble by the Barbadian defense.
Correct.
And Finance capitalized on a mistake by the Barbadian defense to score her first goal of the night and the third goal for Guyana.
Yes. So the goal was scored by number 6, Corenza Finance, being in the right place at the right time.
Definitely. And this is because of the awareness and the quickness of the Guyanese attackers that apply the pressure on the Barbadian defense, who were a bit slow in getting the ball out. And the Guyanese right now are playing a 3-man press at the top.
Yes, they're pressing quite high.
Exactly.
Good try there by Sanderson for the long ball and deflection.
And the Barbadians getting real difficulty now trying to get the ball out due to the high press that the Guyanese are applying. The Guyanese have earned themselves a long corner.
So with just about 3 minutes and a half minutes left in the first half, Guyana's up 3-love. Guyana starting the ball quickly there. Working it around the back. Nice switch to the other side. Using the right back nicely. Being very patient and just looking for the open passes.
This is Sanderson again to Eastmond. Excellent ball inside by Eastmond. Trying to find Finance.
Another nice build-up by the Guyana team.
And it's because of the fact that they're moving the ball around. It's causing the Barbadians a lot of pressure in getting the ball out. And in terms of defending them as well when they're attacking. But this is Barbados now attacking deep in the Guyana half. Guyanese applying a zone defense. This is Barbados calling for 1 minute timeout. The score 3-0. 2 minutes, 21 seconds remaining on the clock. Guyana has a comfortable lead. I understand there's an injury to one of the Guyanese players.
Yes, one of the Guyanese players, young Aaliyah Gordon, she's noticeably missing this evening. She injured herself in the first match of the tournament. It wasn't too bad, and she did the best she could, and she actually played in the next game, but was re-injured, so she's out for the rest of the tournament, which is unfortunate. But I'm sure she'll be able, we wish her a speedy recovery, and hopefully she'll be well enough for the next tournament.
Yeah. As play resumes, this is Finance battling for the ball. Fitco dribbling back to Finance. Over to Woodruff. Woodruff goes deep, trying to find Shavir. Excellent goalkeeping by the Barbadian goalkeeper. Good alertness. This is Barbados pressing hard now, deep into the Guyana left side.
And
Barbados has gained themselves a penalty corner.
that was number 15, Sherking, driving down the right side and finding the foot of Pitcow. So Barbados now has their penalty corner.
Barbados now reverting to the conventional area where they would normally take penalty corner.
And
Barbados scored.
And Barbados with their first goal. I think it came off the stick of number 15, Sherking. So now, with a minute left in the first half, we have Guyana 3, Barbados 1.
I think what happened there in that penalty corner just now, Guyana was a bit slow in coming out to defend the penalty corner.
Right.
And the
Yes.
Barbadian goal scorer had a lot of time to get the shot off. So the score 3-1. Seconds winding down to the first half.
Fernand to the ball, Shavir with a cross. We had two Guyanese players there vying for the ball.
Yeah.
But almost had a collision. And that's the end of the first half. So, an exciting half.
An exciting half. Definitely what Guyana needs to do is regain the momentum. They had the momentum throughout the entire half. Sad enough that they had given a goal up just close to the end of the half. But I think once they maintain the momentum in the second half, they should be able to hold their own as this game goes on.
Correct. So we'll take a short break and we have some commentary during the half and then be back for the second half. Expose those kids to hockey as well.
The next event to follow will be going to Jamaica next year, I'm told.
Yes, well, actually, the Jamaica tournament will be just in a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks or so.
Okay, they're about to start, so let me call back my new discovery in commentary. You've done a fine job, Tiffany. Take it and then hand it
Thank you. All right, so we start back. Barbados on the ball.
So Barbados now in possession of the ball. Guyana now has possession. It's Finance to Woodroof. Finance again. Excellent goalkeeping by the Barbadian goalkeeper. Good alertness. Guyana seems to be coming out back with the same momentum that they finished the first half with. High energy.
Yes. I think both teams would have had a good talk at the half and come up with a plan for the second half. Guyana, of course, trying to keep the lead. And Barbados, of course, trying to
Catch up.
catch up.
Yeah. As we know, this indoor hockey requires a lot of energy and stamina. So
Oh, yes.
in the last 10 minutes of the game, we will see where the team with the more stamina, what will happen. But as the scores are currently, Barbados is still in the game technically.
Oh, yes. Definitely. 80 minutes to go, a lot of time on the clock. So Guyana now down to 4 players as Corenza Fernandez is given a green card. And Barbados with a valiant try there, but just going wide of the goal.
An excellent defense work by the Guyana goalkeeper, resulting in Barbados getting a long corner.
So the Guyana girls now will try to keep Barbados out of their circle, playing down 1 player. And Chavert on the run. Let's see if Barbados can capitalize.
Excellent goalkeeping again by Chavert in goal for Guyana. Good alertness, coming out early and foiling the Barbadian attack.
Fernandez with a nice pass there to Chavert. Just misses her front of her stick. Barbados with some nice individual skills, but into 3 Guyanese players, but still able to get possession.
And the Barbadian seems to be a bit more aggressive now in this half, coming out with a whole lot more alertness, probably because after scoring just before the halftime, that goal would have injected some energy into them and give them some kind of life and some kind of belief and some hope.
Yes,
And they're making
definitely.
reasonable inroads into the Guyana defense.
Definitely. A goal changes the whole tempo of the team. Changes the momentum. And I think it was good for them to get it at the half, and they've come out gunning in the second half.
An excellent goal by Eastman. Clever passing by the Guyanese. A quick break on the right side of the Barbados defense. And Eastman was there and alert and scored a beautiful goal, a beautiful first-time goal.
Yes.
So hopefully this puts Guyana momentum back on charge. Guyana now 3 goals clear again.
Yes.
16 minutes to go. And Eastman seems to be a very busy player. She's not that technical, correct player as yet, but she seems to be a very busy player.
Yes. She's quite fast, and as you can see, she's able to finish well.
And this is Sanderson now on the attack. Oh, excellent pass.
So we just speaking of Eastman, and she again was in the right place, but not able to sink it that time.
Yeah.
So we have Cher King on the ball for Barbados. Picked up nicely by Finance.
Another excellent touch by Eastman again. Good save by the Barbadian goalkeeper. Resulted in Guyana earning themselves a long corner. Excellent deflection by Eastman.
Yes, that was a really good pass from Woodruff, the captain.
Yeah.
Able to see and send a lovely long ball.
And the ball seems to be following Eastman around a lot.
Nice try there by Chantal Fernandez, but going just wide of the Barbados goal. So for the past few minutes, Guyana has been in Barbados' circle with many different attempts. Not able.
Yes, the Guyanese seems to be injecting a whole lot more energy. The ball has been in the Barbadian half for the last 2 minutes or so. It also resulted in one goal being scored for Guyana. And the Barbadians still seem to be in it a bit mentally, so they're still fighting.
Oh, definitely. 30 minutes left in the second half. Guyana pressing very high. Putting the pressure on Barbados. Barbados still in possession.
Yes, they're applying a deep press on Barbados. And it seems to be working because Barbados just seems not to be able to get out of their half of the court very freely.
Yes, Guyanese doing well, applying high pressure, as you said. It makes it, of course, a bit more difficult to find open spaces.
But come at the high presses and a lot of running, it will require a lot of substitutions because players will get tired
Definitely.
pretty quickly. I see Guyana has 2 substitutes lined up already to come in. Barbados has earned themselves a penalty corner. Like I said earlier, the Barbadians seem not to give up as yet. They're still fighting because they're still in the game. They've earned themselves a penalty corner. Let's see how Guyana will defend this penalty corner because the last penalty corner Barbados got, they scored from it.
Correct. So the shot going high and over the goal, so
they've earned themselves a long corner. There was
yes.
It was a deflection of the goalkeeper.
pass.
So Guyana did better on that occasion in defending the penalty corner. At least Barbados didn't get an opportunity to score, but Barbados still has possession and attacking on the left side of the Guyana defense. And the ball goes into touch.
Guyana now making those substitutions that we were speaking of.
Yeah.
Marzena now, Fitco on the ball, up to Finance, but Barbados ball.
Guyana now pressing forward with the captain Woodruff. This is Fitco to Chong. Chong inside.
Lovely ball into the circle, but Finance just short of connecting. Guyana, very high press. Trying to put extra pressure on the Barbados team. I mentioned earlier about the substitutions and how physical the game is. The indoor game is very fast. So as you can see, possession changes constantly, and it's a lot of back and forth, a lot of turning, and you have to be in very good condition to play.
Definitely. So most times, sometimes technical skill is required, but physical fitness, and the team that is much fitter is the team that will win most of the time.
Definitely. And of course, smart players.
Smart players, definitely.
It's physical and mental.
Guyana have earned themselves another penalty corner. Guyana have some substitutions waiting to come back in, 3 of them. And this is how this game has changed over the last 10 years, indoor hockey-wise. There's a lot of substitutions, and with the few new rules and so on, players can have new tricks and little skills that they can bring into the game, and it's making it far much more exciting
Oh,
for the
definitely.
spectators. And here's Barbados on a quick break. Barbados was on a quick break, but the striker infringed. She raised the ball.
And called late by the referee, but Guyana awarded once again another penalty corner.
Another penalty corner, yes.
So we have Fernandes and Woodruff at the top, with Fitkow to the left, being injected by Chung.
And it's a stroke. Guyana has been awarded a stroke. The Barbadian players are protesting. Guyana has been awarded a stroke. And there was an excellent 1-2 play on that set piece just now. The ball went back to the pusher Chung, who had a shot on goal. And there they got a penalty.
On her attempt, they could hit one of the Barbados players who was behind the goalkeeper, which resulted in being awarded the penalty stroke. So we have Marzena Fitkow taking it for Guyana. Let's see if she can convert.
To stretch Guyana lead. Guyana currently leading 4-1. And it's an excellent goal. An excellent goal. Well taken penalty. So Guyana now leads 5-1. 8 minutes 35 seconds on the clock. And Barbados has reverted to a 1-minute timeout. And I think this is excellent for Guyana. They've gained the momentum again in the second half. They've scored 2 goals so far, and they're pressing on. They're applying the pressure. Here on end is from this latter stages of the game is where the physical fitness and so on will come in, and this is where the better teams do win games sometimes.
Definitely. As we were saying earlier, the game is very physical, technical. You got your mind you have to stay in the game mentally as well. And it's really just 40 minutes of intensity.
Definitely.
And sometimes that, as you said, that's what makes a difference in games. I've seen teams be down with just a minute left to go, and just a slight lapse from the opposition, and they give up the lead.
Definitely. Like I was saying earlier too, a 2-goal advantage or a 3-goal advantage is not much of an advantage once you have time on the clock.
Definitely.
Once you have anything like over 3 minutes on the clock, 2 goals advantage, that's no big advantage. But currently Guyana is sitting on a relatively good cushion, 5-1, and looking the quicker team over the Barbadians. So hopefully once they can maintain this momentum, they should earn their first victory in the tournament. And they're pressing high again against the Barbadian defense, who's finding it very difficult to get the ball out.
Yes, I think we will see a sense of urgency now from the Barbados team, as being down by 4 goals and the time running out. Now is the time to up the ante.
But the good thing is Guyana is still attacking. So once the Barbadians try to come forward in numbers and they lose possession, Guyana could counter-attack and there will be more goals for them. It's not that like the Guyanese are sitting back and just hoping for time. They're still counter-attacking and still playing strong, which all goes well for the sport generally because the spectators want to see goals and you want to see end-to-end action.
Definitely.
So it's good that the Barbadians haven't actually given up as yet and they're still fighting and playing hard.
Lovely ball here by Fernandes, but Chung unable to connect. So Barbados on the ball once again. And she's able to get out of the high Guyana press. But Guyana on the move once again. Dispossessed and Barbados on the move.
This is good end-to-end stuff we're watching at here.
Nice passing there by Barbados. Deep in the Guyana circle. And their hard work pays off and they now have a penalty corner. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the first for Barbados for the second half.
No. They had gotten one before. Guyana had saved one before.
I stand corrected.
We look to see how Guyana defends this one because the first penalty corner that Barbados got, they scored. The second one, Guyana defended it a bit shakily. So let's see if they can come up with a much more stronger defense for this penalty corner.
So Barbados opted to use the pass-off option. And a good shot at goal, but Shavir able to reach for it. As I said earlier, her athleticism is very good. So she was able to read that and get it, even though it was coming up high.
I think what Guyana is lacking though, the defenders are not coming right out to the stick stopper or the flicker. And that's giving Barbados an extra second to get the shot off. Excellent saving. Excellent saving.
Yes.
By Shavir.
An excellent save once again. Unfortunately, finding the foot of Chung, I believe it was. So Barbados has another penalty corner, third in succession.
And this is where I'm saying Guyana is looking a bit shaky in defending these penalty corners. Because most of the better teams will try to just give you one penalty corner instead of you getting three in succession.
And now they were eager to and jump the gun. So one player, of course, has to go to the half line.
But this is a new strategy I'm seeing that teams are applying also. Teams are defending these penalty corners from the halfway line. They would voluntarily send a player to the half line and try to defend the corner from behind as well, which is a new strategy that teams are applying now. And here's Barbados attacking again.
Some nice stick work there, and not a great save by Shavir. Barbados with a quick play, driving on the right side, and awarded another penalty corner.
So this is 4 in a row for Barbados.
So as I said earlier, we could see the urgency in the Barbados team.